Ghosted. Again. What to do when someone ghosts you, how to respond. This is what I'm talking about, and I hope that this will bring you some quick and easy closure and that you'll even feel good about getting ghosted, because I know how much it can hurt. Know that ghosting hurts, and it's super easy to assume, to start telling yourself stories. I do it too. I was thinking horrible thoughts about myself that, they must have ghosted me because I'm not this, I'm not that, I'm not enough, so on and so forth. But to be honest, there's no reason why I should assume those things, and neither should you. It's just more about them than about you. Maybe they felt you were too beautiful or funny or interesting and that they couldn't measure up. I mean, when you start making assumptions that actually build your ego back up, it's kind of fun. I mean, who knows the truth? It doesn't really matter, to be frank. But my question for you is, how do you know it's true that this person thought negative things about you? There's no way to know because they ghosted you. So why are you assuming these negative things? That's the first thing to stop. The thought that really made the most difference for me was that I wasn't upset at this guy who ghosted me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I was really upset, but it wasn't at him. I barely even knew him. I went out on one short date with a guy. I was really upset when I got ghosted, but I was not upset at him. I was upset at the expectation that I had put on him or the situation, because I expected something more. I hoped for something more. And I think that we do this a lot these days. And so it's actually the disconnect between expectation and reality that we become upset with. So we have to let go of this expectation, not only about dating or about this person and kind of the things that we imagine about them or hope for them, but the expectation of immediate and constant communication that we have, at the tip of our fingers. And it didn't used to be like this. When someone ghosts you, it can actually be a blessing in disguise, because it means you're not investing more time and energy and hopes into someone who just isn't right for you. I mean, there's some reason why they're not communicating. And it's probably nothing to do with you. If you think it is, then maybe some self-reflection is necessary, but it probably just means that you're not connecting, you're not vibing, you're not on the same path right now in life. And that's okay. It's more than okay. It's a blessing in disguise that they realized it, or you realized it, that one of you realized it, and you're not pretending that it's something it's not. You can just let it go. Say, hey, we are not on the same wavelength. Thank them for that, for letting you go to pursue better connections with other people, with yourself even. And remember that no response is a response. So they may block you, which is really obvious. Like if someone unmatches you on a dating app, for example, or they straight up block you. But if they just don't respond, that can feel a little worse because it's unsure. But just remember that an untimely response, or like no response in a timely manner, you know what I mean, is an answer. That is an answer. So be honest with yourself about what it is and thank them, bless them, and let them go on their way so you can go on yours. It's so important to cut the cords, the energetic connection that you have created between yourself and this person, maybe in your mind, through expectations, through hopes, through desires, projecting on someone who clearly isn't a good fit, because no one who's a good fit for you would treat you in this way, who would ignore you and ghost you and stop messaging you. If someone was right for you, they would give you attention. But now this is an opportunity to turn your attention away from them and negative feelings toward them and the situation, and turn that energy and time back to yourself. Do something good for yourself, something grounding. Take a bath, do some exercise, meditate. Do anything to interrupt that obsessing about why did they ghost you? What should I do about it? Do nothing. Do absolutely nothing because they have given you nothing. Why should you give them more brain space rent-free? It is so not fair to give them anything, any more thought, any more of your time. So cut that, cut the energetic ties. There's an exercise called cord cutting where you literally imagine that you are cutting those energetic connections with that person. You let them go, bless them, thank you, and turn back toward yourself. Turn inward. If they blocked you, be thankful because that's actually protection. So what do you do if someone ghosts you? Do nothing. It's protection. Bless them and redirect. Bless and redirect your attention back to yourself. If you're feeling like this was a waste of time, why did this happen to me? Remember, this person who ghosted you is not your path in life. There is nothing more there with them for you. However, the time you did spend with them, maybe you went on one date or you had one coffee, whatever it was, that situation, that encounter was part of your life path. There was something that you needed to learn through that experience. Maybe it's how to deal with people who ghost you and ignore you and don't message you back. If this is especially painful for you, I could see how that could be part of your life's journey. There could be any number of things that you learn from the situation. Like one time, I knew that someone was not right for me, but it was a practice for me to be kind and to be present during our conversation. And maybe that could happen for you too. Maybe it's just an opportunity for you to notice when someone is or isn't right for you. Lean into your intuition. And when they ghost you, it'll be a confirmation about what you already knew. But bless them, be thankful because they made it really clear and easy. And you don't have to explain why it wasn't a good match. When someone ghosts you, when they stop messaging you, just remember it's not an attack on you. It's actually an opportunity to learn, to be thankful, and to turn back inwards and spend that energy and time on yourself. Self-love instead of obsessing over that other person. Really, this is your opportunity. I'm telling you right now, this is an opportunity for self-love. It doesn't matter what they did. Figure out right now how you can do something for yourself. Maybe it's spend some time reading a book that you would enjoy, watching a TV show you would enjoy, not to escape the feeling, but to really rest and be with yourself. Take yourself out on that second date that you wish you had with this person. Well, you don't wish you had it with them anymore, right? But take yourself out on a date. Maybe it sounds cheesy, but this is all about giving yourself more self-love, believing in your own self-worth. Because if you don't believe that you are worthy, other people are not going to see it either. And it could honestly be contributing towards people ghosting you. But it also contributes towards your selection of who you allow into your life. So you see, if you're not practicing self-love and if you don't believe in your own self-worth, you're going to allow unworthy people, unworthy of your time and energy into your life because they're not going to appreciate you. So this is an opportunity really to practice self-love and really believe in your own self-worth. Because if you don't believe in that, then honestly, no one else will either. It's going to be a lot harder for them to do that if you don't do it first. So let me know in the comments. I would love to hear your suggestions and your ideas for how to practice self-love and believe in your own worthiness. You are worthy. And I would love to share some practices in the comments, like what do you do to take yourself out on a date? What do you enjoy doing? Or stay in, read a book, watch a movie, Netflix. What do you do What do you do to show yourself some love? All right, thank you so much for watching. I hope this was helpful. Mwah! And let's have more self-love and less ghosting.